Hello, and welcome back to Dustfire Media. I would say Scars of Disorder, episode 11, but we're doing a little bit of a pivot. I think if you're watching on Twitch, you'll notice that we're missing two of our original cast members of Scars of Disorder. We're missing Nick and Monroe, but that's okay. Things happen, and we're pivoting, and so we've decided that for tonight, we're going to do something that, from the little I've heard of it, I've just heard about it just from Johnny right before this, already sounds incredibly fun. And so I think I'm actually just going to move it over to Johnny to kind of explain the game that we're going to be playing.
Awesome. Thanks, Danny. Thanks for having me, guys. So we are going to be playing a game called Never Stop Blowing Up. So this is from Dimension 20. It is based on the Kids on Bikes system. It's a hack of Kids on Bikes. And Never Stop Blowing Up was a season of Dimension 20. And so what we're going to be doing tonight is we are going to be playing, we're going to be in like the 80s, 90s, like the golden age of action movies. And all of our players here are going to be taking on the persona of an action hero. And things are going to blow up. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of explosions.
I'm so excited that we're not going to look at. We're not going to look at the explosions, right?
You can never look at the explosions. You always have to walk away from them.
All right.
But yeah, let's just jump right into it. So we're going to kind of like read through the rules as we go. I don't think so. I watched the season of Dimension 20 where they played Never Stop Blowing Up. They put out the system for free for anybody who wants to download it, so you can get it in the Dropout store. But none of us have actually played this game before, so we're gonna like kind of learn together. But it's gonna be a good time. So let's just jump right into it. So building your character. So you guys are each going to choose an action hero name, a catchphrase, and 3 abilities. The abilities are listed on the game sheet, and as you guys choose your abilities, I'll have you read them so the audience knows what they are, but there are a lot of abilities in the game, so I'm not going to read all of them up front.
I think I've got my name and my catchphrase.
Excellent. Let's hear it.
I think I'm going to go with Dennis Ravage.
Amazing.
And my catchphrase is going to be, hell just got a whole lot hotter.
That's so dope. Oh, man. Go ahead and edit your nameplate so that both I and the audience can make sure we remember that.
I'm not sure if I can.
You can. Click on in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. You should see 3 dots on your little thumbnail image. And when you click on that, you can edit your nameplate. It'll say edit name.
Thank you, Johnny.
No problem.
Sam,
there you are.
Do you exclusively kill attractive people? Is that why hell's getting hotter?
I think that Dennis might be hot, but I'm not sure. I don't know yet. Look, I'm literally making this up.
So is Dennis destined for hell then?
I was thinking he was sending people there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nobody
That's what I was asking.
Nobody ever said that an action hero's catchphrase needs to follow any sort of internal or external logic.
No, it's true. I thought it was funny.
I'm letting the words come, and the story will fill itself in.
Of course.
All right, Sam. Let's go on to somebody else for name and catchphrase if you got it, while you look at the abilities, and then we'll circle back for everybody's abilities.
I think I have. Well, I'm gonna hold off on the abilities. I think I have mine, but I kind of want to hear what everyone else picks.
Yeah. So I'll be playing as Fredericky Slick Hands, and his catchphrase is "Yikes, Mom!"
Oh my gosh!
I think you won the game.
Hands. Okay.
Ricky Slick Hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna edit my name and make it that. Yeah.
Awesome. Let me also say too, I do expect you guys to use these catchphrases.
Of course.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Of course. I am, for those that are in our Discord, they know that yesterday I stepped out onto my street and it was so icy, I just immediately fell on my face and went to the doctor. And the doctor was like, "You have a mild concussion." So I'm a little spacey, which is fun. And I was like, oh, what if I play a martial artist that's also been beaten up so many times? He just always has a concussion.
Which honestly, I feel like it's like most UFC fighters.
Which is most, it's most fighters for sure. So I'm gonna play Kenji Recall Watanabe. His nickname is Recall, and his catchphrase is, "I don't recall."
I love it. Do you guys have abilities picked out, or should I talk about the skills while you guys finalize your abilities?
Please talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the audience, in the game, there are 9 key skills that you have. And so you have stunts, brawl, tough, tech, weapons, drive, sneak, wits, and hot. And so each of these skills will, at various times, depending on what the players want to do, I will ask them to roll a check with one of those 9 skills. Each skill starts at a D4. There's no like inherent bonus to any skill. You're just rolling a D4. I set the DC and then you roll. One of the cool things about this system is what happens we call blowing up. So if at any point one of the players rolls the maximum on a dice that they have. So let's say I ask Danny to make a tech check. He rolls a D4 and he hits a 4. That means that his dice blows up and he graduates to a D6. And then that can continue to happen. It can have a cascading effect, or it can happen through separate rolls. But when he rolls that 4 on the D4 and it graduates to a D6, now whenever he needs to make a tech check, his base is a D6 instead of a D4, and so on and so forth. So eventually you work your way up to having a D20 for the dice that you're rolling for any given check. But each individual skill graduates individually. So you can have a D10 for tech and still have a D4 for weapons. And then there is also prepared actions. So if an action hero has time to prepare a skill check, they're not under stress or pressure, they can use a prepared action. So instead of rolling a die, they just take half the value of the die that they would roll. And so essentially kind of averaging, and instead of having to roll, the DC might be something lower because they have time to prepare and therefore they don't need to roll. And then there's something called turbo tokens in this game as well. And so the turbo tokens can adjust anytime you fail a check, you get a turbo token. And you can spend turbo tokens at a 1-to-1 rate. There are some exceptions to that with injuries, but we can get into that later. But you can spend your turbo tokens at a 1-to-1 rate. So if you aren't going to meet a DC, you can spend your turbo tokens to increase the value of your dice. So if it's a DC 6 and you're rolling a D4, but you have turbo tokens, you can spend those turbo tokens to increase the amount that you rolled. You'll see it in action if that wasn't a very good explanation. But
can we use turbo tokens to blow up?
Yes, you can. And so it's also, that can be a good way to kind of game the system, because let's say that it's a DC 6, you have a D4, but you only have 1 turbo token and you roll a 3. You can use the turbo token to make your roll a 4. And when you blow up, you do also roll the graduated dice. So if you turn your roll into a 4 and you blow up, now you're going to roll that D6 and you add it to whatever you rolled on the D4.
That's fun.
Yeah. There are also injury levels in this game. And so there's 3 levels of injury. You have superficial, severe, and adrenalized. When a hero fails a tough check by 5 or more, they take an injury level. And at severe injury level, the player must spend twice as many turbo tokens when they want to increase their dice. So if you're a severe injury, instead of a 1-to-1, it's a 2-to-1 to spend turbo tokens. And then at the adrenalized injury level, the injured character receives 10 turbo tokens that they can just use, add it to their pool. But when they fail a tough check, they either become incapacitated or die, depending on what I, as the GM, decide about the person attacking them. And there's no way to get rid of your injury levels. They are just there.
So go
Very
hard.
fun.
Never stop blowing up.
Yeah.
Never stop blowing up. Go hard.
There's some other really cool and fun things about this system. There are group suites that you can get where you can like get things for the entire table instead of just individual abilities. We won't end up crossing any of those lines because we're only playing a one shot, but they're cool. Definitely recommend checking out the system. It's like 4 pages and a lot of fun.
Very fun. I do have, Johnny, I do have a question about
Yeah.
one of the abilities.
Okay.
Wild card.
Yeah. So
It seems self-explanatory, but
yeah, no, if you have wild card, you can kind of make anything happen.
okay. Fun. Very fun. Also, I love how right below wild card, there's another ability that says GM's discretion, but they don't even put GM's discretion on wild card.
Well, because like think about it think of all these abilities in terms of action movies, right? Like a wild card isn't necessarily, it's not necessarily like a wild card in Uno where it is every card, but it just means like I bear in mind as the GM, you're doing this thing, you're using your wild card ability, like crazy things can happen, things that wouldn't normally take place.
Yeah. I get that. I feel that.
Oh, you could turn that music up a little bit, Justin. That's dope.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is the rock music that comes with StreamYard.
Nice.
Do you want our abilities?
Yeah, I would love your abilities.
I've chosen Martial Artist, Relentless, and Poker Face.
All right. Tell the audience what those do.
I would love to. Martial Artist, I can spend a turbo token to force an enemy to resist my brawl with wits instead of tough. Relentless is when I fail a roll, I get 2 turbo tokens instead of just 1. And Poker Face is when attempting to conceal the truth, use tough instead of hot. And I chose Poker Face because I think it's not that he's just trying to conceal the truth and has a good poker face. He just genuinely doesn't remember the information that's told to him.
I love that. All right, Danny or Sam, you guys have your
I have mine
abilities lined
selected.
All right, let's hear them.
So I went like a support route. All right, I'll be the cleric for tonight because I chose inspiring, loyal, and protector. So inspiring is each time you succeed at a check, an ally of your choice receives 1 turbo token.
Nice.
Loyal is my turbo tokens give friends a +1 at a 1-to-1 rate, so I no longer need to spend 2 times the amount of turbo tokens to help friends.
That's cool.
And I also have protector, lower the DC of a check by 3 when defending your friends.
Nice. Oh, that does actually bring up the thing I didn't mention that is worth mentioning so the audience knows what's going on. You can spend your turbo tokens for the other people at the table if you are in the same scene as them, but it has to be at a 2-to-1 rate instead of a 1-to-1 normally, unless you have to move Danny token. All right, Sam, let's hear about your abilities. You are muted.
I have a question about the hot check.
Okay.
This is like attractiveness and looks, not temperature, right?
Correct.
Okay, because I was also going to take Relentless and Neck Snapper, but I think I'm going to switch on the fly.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to take Flashy, which is lower the DC of a hot check by 5 if it's the first roll after you've blown up.
Cool.
And then I'm also going to take Smokin', lower the DC of a hot check by 3 when making a first impression.
Nice.
And then maybe I'll take. No, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go. We're going to do hot wire. There's a theme. When interacting with a vehicle, use drive instead of tech.
Nice.
So maybe I'll be an attractive driver?
Driver.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe. All right. I'm going to make a couple of quick decisions here.
Hell yeah.
All right. Playing in the 80s, boys. The year's 1985. And we zoom in on a city called Capital City. Capital City is full of crime, hot girls, hotter guys, cool cars, police that just don't give a damn. And, it's also home to 3 really mega badasses. On a night like tonight, what is Frederiki Slickhands doing?
We see him putting his what are those called?
Gloves?
The fingerless gloves that are like padded that all the goths wear. He's putting those on.
Sure.
He's about to walk out the door. Next to the door there's like a pedestal, the picture of his mom. In his hand, it's a picture of your mom. Sorry, love your mom. And opens the door and goes to the quick trip down the street.
Is his mom still alive? Does he live with
No.
her, or does he just have the picture?
No, his
Yes,
mom's upstairs
yes.
sleeping.
Yeah, she's alive. He still has a picture of her right by the door.
You think she's upstairs sleeping?
Yeah, through the
Okay.
window she goes, "Could you grab some milk and eggs on your way back, honey?" Frederica goes, "Sure thing, mom."
Where's Frederiki going?
He's going to the corner store.
He's just going to the
I
corner
guess
store.
now. Yeah.
All right, Frederiki, on your way to the corner store, as you're nearing the bodega, you notice a couple of guys with hoodies on, hoods pulled up. You can't see their faces. They've got their hands in their pockets, and they're both kind of looking around. And you see them quickly go into the bodega. And as you get closer, you can hear the guy behind the counter saying, "All right, guys, I don't want any trouble. You can take the money out of the register. Just please don't hurt me." What do you do?
Well, this isn't good. And I never explained how Frederiki looks like. He's a
Oh, yeah.
skinny guy. He's wearing a long sleeve striped shirt that looks like it is trying to be a crop top, but it's probably just a shirt that's too small for him. So his little skinny belly's a little exposed. It's a bright yellow and green striped shirt, so very unappealing to the eyes. He's wearing capris that are a little too tight as well, and one of those hats that is worn at an angle with a little ball on top. What are those called? They're
A
like
beanie?
What is this outfit?
I have
no.
no idea.
What are they called? They wear them in France, I think. I don't know.
A beret?
He sounds less like an action hero and more like
A mental patient.
yeah,
He looks like an escaped mental patient almost. Yeah.
not almost.
And he kicks in the door and he goes, "Oi!"
The guys look over. They look you up and down. One of them just turns back to the register and keeps pulling money out across the counter. The other one said, "What are you, some kind of cop?"
He goes, "Hell no! What are you, robber?"
He looks back at the guy taking the money out of the register and back at you. And, yeah, I'm a robber.
All right.
How about
So
you
then
get
at
out of
this
here before
point-
you get hurt?
He's gonna grab whatever's on the shelf to the shelf closest to him, just grab it, toss it in the air, and catch it in his other hand, just chuck it right at the guy's face in front of him.
Amazing. Make
Hard
a
as
brawl
he
check.
can. Okay, so I'm rolling a d4.
Yep, you're gonna roll a d4, and this is gonna be a DC 3.
Okay. I got a 3 exactly.
Amazing. So, what is it that you grabbed? You said it was like chips or something like that.
Yeah, maybe like a candy bar, a jumbo
Candy bar?
sized Snickers bar.
All right, the candy bar hits the Snickers bar, hits the guy in the face, and he kind of a moment of like stunned is not the right word because he's not stunned. You hit him in the face with a candy bar, but there's a moment, there's an opening where the other guy's distracted, and now he's just been hit in the face, and I mean, he's still standing. It's just a candy bar, but you have an opening.
He's gonna point at him and go, "There's more where that came from. I said Ferrero Rocher in the next aisle."
All right, the guy pulls out a knife, and he starts to swing to try and stab you.
All right, so I go and I grab 2 cow tails and I start slinging them around, and I'm just gonna run at him with the cow tails.
All right, I want you to make a tough check and then a brawl check.
Okay.
The DC on the tough check is 2.
Okay. Got a 2 exactly.
Nice.
Okay.
Sorry,
Got a
are these
4 on the
literal
roll.
cowtails?
No,
Yeah,
you know the
it's Danny.
candies. You know?
The caramels with like
Yeah.
evaporated milk down the middle.
Yeah.
No, I don't know this.
Oh, really? Oh, they're tasty.
This is the callback to the Halloween episode.
I got a 4 on the brawl check.
Nice. So you blow up. So now you graduate to a 6 for brawl. You are muted, Justin.
It's fine. The joke is past.
Okay.
Oh no. Do
I'll
I
say
roll
it.
that
I'll
6
say it
right
again
now?
next time, Ed.
What did you get, Danny?
I roll that 6 right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. A 1.
A 1. Okay. So, you hit the guy with the cowtails. Again, you're hitting him with candy. He's basically fine. He's gonna try and stab you again because you're just hitting him with candy. What are you doing, man?
I don't know if he wants to kill these guys.
me a
You know,
tough
he just
check.
wants to get some milk and eggs for his mom. Okay, tough check.
Yep.
4 on the tough check.
All right. All right.
So,
Give me a 6. D6, I mean. And that graduates
3.
that to a D6. 3. Okay. So you are okay as you dodge the knife and you feel the other guy from behind the counter punch you in the back of the head, but it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't seem to phase you. But the guys have the money, and so they turn and they leave the store and they run.
All right, he's gonna turn to the cashier and go, "I'm glad I could help. Grab me some milk and eggs, and I'll be on my way."
How did you want to pay for that?
Oh, here's some cash.
I can't make change.
I have quarters. It's fine. He takes the bills back. You grab some change to bring it up to like the exact price that the milk and eggs are gonna be to give that to him. Like, all right, there you go. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Okay, you leave Frederici Slick Hands. You were there when the robbery happened.
Danny, have you ever seen an action movie in your entire life?
Yeah, I'm playing against type. All right.
Playing against genre, not even
Yeah,
against.
I think you're in a movie, man.
All right. This is a reminder for Danny and the audience. Despite the fact that I made some conscious decisions in that particular scene because it was the opening scene, I am not the type of GM to shy away from killing a player. Keep that in mind, Danny.
You should have killed him. You should
Yeah,
have
yeah.
killed him.
Well, I'm definitely keeping that in mind, especially with you GMing.
Okay.
Yikes, mom.
Yikes.
We zoom out from
Whatever
the-
that was.
whatever that was, and we zoom in to another part of the city. We see Kenji recall Watanabe as he does whatever it is that he does on a cold night like this in Capital City. Tell us, Justin,
Yeah, Kenji.
what is Recall doing?
Kenji's wearing like red jogger pants, real loose, No shirt. He's got wraps around his hands. He's inside a dojo, just punching a punching bag. And in between the punching, we go into his head and we see flashes of the time that his brother joined a street gang and got shot by the cops. But it was a setup, and now he spends his life trying to set up his brother to die. And then he's just thinking about that moment over and over again. And maybe he's got like a police scanner, and it goes off.
I love it.
Maybe this is the moment. Maybe this will be a clue.
Yeah, I mean, over the police scanner, you hear the dispatcher. We just got a call from Frederick Street. That's a bad name for the street because that's Frederiki's name. We just got a call from South Street. There was a robbery at a gas station or a bodega. We need units down there. It looks like the Slither gang.
He hears it and he stops punching the bag. All right, maybe this is the next step. Maybe I'll figure it out. And he'll put on a shirt, and he'll walk out the door, and he'll stop for a moment, and he'll go, "Where am I going again?" Oh, right. And he'll keep moving towards Frederick Street or whatever you said.
South Street, yeah.
South Street.
Yeah, you make your way to South Street, and as you reach the bodega that was mentioned over the police scanner, and you can see in the window, you see a guy behind the counter who looks utterly terrified, and you see the strangest looking man you've ever seen in your life stepping out of the bodega with milk.
I'll put my hand out.
And eggs.
I'll put my hand out and stop him, grab him by the shirt lapel.
Oi!
Oi.
Be careful with the cloth. How's it going? Why are you grabbing me?
There's a robbery here. You know anything about that?
Yeah, I saw him. They went that way.
And you didn't try and stop him?
Oh, I did my best. Yeah, I threw a candy bar at them, slung a couple, nunchucks at them. But yeah, they got away. I have me picking up some milk and eggs for me mom. Are you a police officer?
I don't recall. And I'll toss him away.
At this point,
As he
you hear
tosses him away-
sirens coming towards the bodega.
As he tosses them away, he drops the eggs and they break. He goes, "Yikes, mom!" He looks back at you and goes, "What the heck is that?"
As you guys are having this conversation, and I just want to stress, I want to revisit the fact that Frederiki is wearing a crop top and capris, so he just looks like he's wearing a child's clothes.
Okay, thank you. That helped set the scene. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
But the police arrive, and a detective gets out of the car and walks over to the two of you. He's got a high taper fade suit with, and you can't tell if those are just the most incredible shoulder pads you've ever seen or just the most incredible shoulders. But he's practically bursting out of his suit as he walks over to you, flashes his badge, and goes, "Detective Slaughter. Are you witnesses?"
He is.
I am.
All right. Get in the car. We need to take you to the station for questioning. And he looks,
I'm not being detained, am I?
do I need to detain you?
Oh, I don't think so.
Then I invite you to get in the car. And he looks
All right.
you up and down, recall. You, sir. What is your purpose here?
I heard on the police scanner about the robbery. Thought I'd investigate it. Are you got more information about this?
I think I'd appreciate if you came to the station as well.
Just gonna offer to come.
Marvelous. Get in the car. And he looks at a couple of other officers who are arriving, getting out of their cars, and kind of like points at his eyes, points at them, points at the store, and then he gets in the driver's seat and just peels out with the two of you in the back. While that is happening, we zoom into another section of the city where we find Dennis Ravage. What is Dennis Ravage doing on a night like tonight?
So Dennis is outside of the jazzercise class. He's posted up against his black Buick Grand National GNX, and he looks pretty much like John Stamos. Long flowing hair, nice wings, layers, leather jacket, leather pants. Yeah, leather pants too. And he is there. He's drinking some, I don't know, some high C. And he's waiting for the people to come out of the jazzercise class to notice him and then give him compliments.
The jazzercise class lets out, and a group of primarily middle-aged women come out the door in a drove, all chattering with one another, talking about how wonderful the class was and how they can't wait to come back and do it again tomorrow. And a few of them look at you and they just start gushing. Oh, this jacket looks so good on you. Oh my God. And are those sunglasses? Are you wearing sunglasses on your head? You don't even need them because it's not even light out anymore, but it looks so good.
And Dennis hears all of this and he completely ignores them. He's kind of like, yeah. And goes back to drinking his high C.
The way he ignores us is so sexy. It's amazing. The women keep going and are you waiting or looking for anything in particular other than a shower of compliments?
No, this is it. This is what he does.
Amazing. Dennis, as you are leaning up against the car, the sound of sirens starts to fill your ears, and you hear excuse me, what sounds like a 1970s muscle car with a siren roaring down the road. And you look and you see a tank of a Buick, which is not a muscle car, but it sounds like one, just barreling down the road. And as it nears you, the car looks like almost like it's about to spin out, but the brakes start screeching, and the sound of tires on asphalt and the smell of burning rubber hits your nose as this car does two full 360s in the street and then comes to a stop right next to your car. And inside you see a martial artist and a weirdo and a huge police officer who looks up at you and says, "You loitering?"
What if I am?
You can get in the car and come peacefully, or I can put you under arrest.
At that point, Dennis drains his high C and says, "Why not?" Drops the high C, obviously littering, and then gets into the passenger seat of the car and says, "How fast this thing go?"
Fast enough. And just screeches out. And you come into a parking spot at the police station going at least 90 miles an hour, from 90 miles an hour to dead stop. And Sergeant Slaughter looks around the car and says, "All right, all of you get out." And he just gets out and starts walking up, not even really waiting for the three of you, starts walking into the police station.
And under his breath, Dennis is going to say, I thought this thing went fast.
Doesn't even care like he cares if we come with him. I thought we were being detained.
Yeah, well, I want to know more about my brother's killer, so I'm going to follow him.
You said your brother's killers?
I don't, well, maybe.
You
don't-
think the...
I don't recall.
All right, let's check it out for the sake of your brother's possible killers. What's your name, by the way? Pointing at
Call
Dennis.
me.
Oh, sorry. Pointing at Dennis and Kenji.
You can call me Recall.
Because you don't.
I think
Alright.
I got the nickname before. I've had a lot of concussions.
No, you are completely fine. And you up in the front there, the man who wants to go fast.
Dennis just points to a patch on his jacket that says Ravage.
Beautiful, lovely. All
And
right,
Frederico, you read.
huh? It's just really blurry. He needs glasses. So he refuses to wear them.
Character.
It's just, his mom keeps trying to force him to wear glasses, and he's like, "Ah, yikes, mom, no!"
You'll never control me, Mom. All right.
It's like a coming of age high school student hanging out with two action stars.
I just realized he's essentially wearing what Where's Waldo wears, but they're like 3 sizes too small.
Yeah, and in colors that will make him instantly recognizable.
Yeah. Oh god.
So do you guys follow Sergeant Slaughter or Detective Slaughter into the police station?
Dennis is a little bored, so he's gonna has no plans, but he'll never let you know.
All right. So as you guys follow Detective Slaughter into the precinct, he leads you to a room, but essentially like a interrogation room. But there's 3 chairs set up on one side of the table, one on the other, and he sits down with a coffee that he grabbed while you guys were outside talking, and just waits for you to take your seats. And then, forgive me for the pretense, but the reason we brought you here is because we need 3 people's help, and those people can't in any way appear to be police.
So you just grabbed 3 random people?
As far as you know.
I don't know a lot.
I mean, you might know a lot. You just don't remember a lot, is what it seems
true.
like. Yeah.
How many of you have heard of the Slither Gang?
Who wants to know?
Me.
That's why he asked us. He just asked us.
And who are you? I don't think that Dennis got the introduction.
I'm Detective Slaughter. The Special Crimes and Major Explosions Unit.
The SCME?
Pigeon.
Exactly, the SCME. And he pulled out his badge again and it says Special Crimes and Major Explosions.
Oh. That's why you're so large, huh?
Tim.
No, it's genetics.
That's who showed up on the scene of my brother's murder.
Oh.
Your brother was murdered,
Yeah,
most likely by the Slither Gang.
I don't recall.
You gentlemen have the opportunity to save your city. An opportunity that not many would be given. I have the authority to deputize you, to authorize any collateral necessary to bring the Slither gang to justice. Are you interested?
You know what they say? Slick hands are great for catching snakes.
Yes, they do say that.
Count me in, as long as I get back in time to bring this back to me, Mom. He's still carrying the gallon of milk.
You should refrigerate that.
I think if I just keep it moving, it'll be all right.
It's not how milk works, man.
He's like spinning it around a little bit.
Make a wits check for me.
All right, yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
DC 5.
5, okay. 4.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a D6. 5.
Spend it.
5 on the D6.
You suddenly become acutely, sharply aware that this milk has been out long enough that it is already bad.
All right, so now he's still keeping it. Maybe it'll curdle enough where he can use it as a weapon, you know?
I hate this character so much.
We all do. So just kill him. You have that power.
Detective Slaughter.
And since I succeeded, I can give Kenji or Dennis a turbo token, right?
Oh, okay, great. Do that.
So I'm gonna give Kenji a turbo token because maybe Kenji doesn't recall why he hates him so much after that interaction, you know.
There you go.
Gentlemen, would you if you accept this mission, just say nothing. I need you to go to the Snake Bite Club. It's where the Slither gang holes up. Rumor has it, King Cobra, their leader, hasn't been seen in months. But his right hand, or whatever the equivalent of a snake's right hand is, it's the Rattler. And we know he's been in and out.
Right fang?
He said, "Say nothing."
Oh, sorry.
You've said nothing enough that I know that you've agreed.
All right, hell yeah.
Dennis
Yeah, I
will.
was gonna
nod
say
in
snakes don't
attention.
have hands. I think right
No.
fang makes sense.
Yeah, no.
You're right fang.
Yeah, great. Right fang. So your mission is to see if you can infiltrate the Snakebite Club and Slither gang and take down, ultimately, the King Cobra. I can give you 10 minutes in the armory and an evidence lockup. Take what you need and go. Any
Detective
questions?
Detective Slaughter. I also want the file on. Shit, what was his name? Damn it, I forgot my brother's name. Oh, what? I need his
Oh.
file.
What's his
What'd
last
you
name?
say your last? Yeah, what's your last name?
I want to say Watanabe.
Oh, come on, man. It's
I think-
right.
I want to say Watanabe.
I want you to make a hot check for me.
DC.
This is going to be a DC. I think it's going to be a DC 6.
Because the check is called hot, I just imagine Kenji's like biting his lips while he's asking the police officer this.
You said a DC 6?
Yeah.
Cool. So far away from it. That's a 1.
Okay.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, son, our files are kept in a different building farther downtown. But I'll put in some requests and see what we can do. I just can't let you leave with the file today because it's not here.
It's fine. When we get back. I want to see it.
Don't forget,
Sure.
Did you get a turbo token since you failed?
I get 2.
Yeah.
Because I have relentless.
Any other questions before I send you to get guns and whatever else you want from evidence?
Yeah. Can I get the keys to your car?
Make a hot check.
Come on.
This one's going to be a DC 10.
It's a 2.
So you get a turbo token.
Hooray.
He says, I'm sure we have a car in impound that you can take, but you'll never touch the keys to my ride.
I'm stealing
you
that
saying?
car, y'all.
Weren't you saying it was slow to Ravage?
You called my
Yeah, you were
car
saying that.
slow?
That's
Wait,
what I
wait.
would say.
My car is safe and reasonable.
Well, he didn't say it was slow. He said he thought it would go faster.
Practically the same thing.
Yes, all right.
Do you really think my car is slow? No, I don't care. Don't tell me.
You
Go
wouldn't
down the
like
hall.
answer anyways.
Go down the hall to the right. You'll find the armory and evidence lockup. They're both open. Take whatever you need. I trust you.
I got lightheaded. That's crazy.
Dennis is going to leave. He's going to go down the hall.
I'll follow as well.
Yeah, Frederick goes as well.
You guys leave the room. Detective Slaughter's just sitting at the desk like an NPC, just completely powered down.
Look back in the office. And he's just at his desk, not doing anything.
Just sitting there.
Just staring.
All
All right.
I was saying once we do get to the armory, I think he'll walk in and he'll look at the selection of guns. He'll look down at his milk and be like, oh, "Yikes, Mom! I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this to you." He's gonna open it up, start drinking some, for offering it to the
All
two
right.
guys with him.
Make
Dennis is going to... go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, Dennis is going to snatch the milk out of Fredericky's hands.
Did you drink some or did you offer it first?
I drank some.
Okay, make a tough check.
Hell yeah.
This is gonna be a DC 10.
Okay. Oh man, I got a 4.
4. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna take a superficial injury.
I think I do too, don't I?
Did
Oh,
you
a
fail
tough
by
check.
5? Yeah, just a tough
Sorry,
check if you
tough
fail by
check.
5.
Just tough. Yeah. I'm just gonna mark it as injury superficial. Yeah. Yeah. Frederick is gonna make like a. His face will like cringe, but like, just like Mom used to make it.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Was
Yeah,
that
that's
good?
You have food
Is that
poisoning.
good?
Fantastic.
Yeah. You gonna drink some more?
All right, now Dennis has it now. He cracks his knuckles and starts perusing the guns.
Okay, I was
And-
gonna say, well, you guys are in evidence. I will let you each select one gun. So like, it doesn't have to be like the name of a real gun, but you could pick one gun or weapon or whatever, and 2 items that you think you would reasonably find in the evidence lockup of Capital City
For sure. For
that
sure.
you can take. And let me know what those are.
Dennis will take a small handgun that he can slip into his coat. He's going to take he's going to take a little bag of white powder.
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay, you know, more than enough for both of us. And then maybe for some reason there's there's a bullwhip. He'll take a bullwhip too.
Yeah. Make a witch check for me with a DC 3.
I got a 4.
Beautiful. Was
I blow up.
Yeah, you blow up. So
Hell yeah.
you graduate to a 6 and roll the 6 for me too.
On this is on wits, right?
Yes.
I got a 1.
Okay. So you notice as you go for the little pack of white powder that there is in the same area of the evidence lockup with all of the other narcotics that are here. There are little vials of this like green fluid, like maybe an ounce of this green fluid that it says snake venom, but venom is in quotes. And you've heard on the street that there is a synthetic drug going around that the Slither gang distributes called snake venom. And you've heard rumors that people who take the snake venom can do things that normal people can't.
He'll pick one of them up, kind of shake it, and show it to Kenji and say, "Like to party?"
No, I'm straight edge, but that might be helpful.
Suit yourself. And he'll pocket it as well.
Cool. So you get 2 items. So you have to get rid of either the cocaine or the bullwhip.
It's just powder.
Okay. Get rid of the confectioner sugar, or
He'll swap out the baking powder.
Okay.
No, he'll
I never saw one like
he'll dip a finger in and put some on his gums and say, just baking powder, and put it back.
Give me a DC 4 tough check.
That's a 1.
So 1, that powder was laced with fentanyl.
No.
And now you're addicted.
Not
I'm
so
making my
not
second
so
item
much that you
Narcan.
can't handle it, but you'll be okay. You'll pull through. Just
I
be
mean,
careful
all of a sudden, Dennis just kind of feels more relaxed. He's been holding back a little bit. He's feeling a little bit more friendly. Things are a little bit slow.
nice. All right. Frederiki, Kenji, what are you guys taking from lockup? Also, you guys notice that there is no quartermaster and no like sign out sheet.
There's just no one
here.
here.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so 80s. Do brass knuckles count as my weapon?
It can count as an item. So I said you could take a firearm, unless you don't want a firearm, then you can just take 3.
No,
items.
I'm good. I'm thinking a sawed-off shotgun, a brass knuckles, and I think it would be reasonable that the keys to a very fast car would be in lockup.
Yeah.
So I'll see the keys and I'll grab them and I'll toss them towards Ravage.
Usually Dennis would be able to make the catch, but they just kind of hit his chest. Ugh. He's like, yeah. And
Yeah. You see a set
he'll
of
take
keys,
the keys.
set of keys with what might be the Ferrari logo on them. Not entirely sure right now, but
All right.
The Rafari.
Ferrari. Rafari. Yeah.
A Tiber suck.
Well, so I was gonna take a sawn-off shotgun. So I guess I'll pivot.
Still could.
Fredericky.
Frederiki feels like a machete person.
I was gonna say, can Frederiki take a sawn-off Barrett 50 cal?
No.
Man,
I feel like
Because
someone
why would that exist?
you're so right.
someone needs a rocket launcher.
Can Frederiki just have a backpack full of pipe bombs for his gun?
You could have 1 pipe bomb as an item.
Okay, fine. Okay, Frederiki has an AK-47.
What a
What's your-
downgrade.
What else are you
What?
taking? What are your items from?
It's like an original like the classic AK-47, and his 2 items. He's putting them in his backpack that he got from his mom's. It's a carton of discontinued cigarettes and a jug of gasoline.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm not. The cigarettes make sense. I don't know why a jug of gasoline would be in a police evidence locker.
Well, because it's laced with fentanyl.
Okay.
Which no one would even find out, because why would anyone
No one
be
would know.
tasting the
No one's going to
gasoline?
test the gasoline for fentanyl.
I don't know how many gas cans you've handled from circa 1985 or before, but you put it in your backpack, and pretty soon your backpack is mostly soaked in gasoline.
Perfect.
Just sloshing around.
So
Ever
yeah,
since
you
his
guys,
milk got taken away from him, he needs something to spin.
you guys, as you finish getting your items, another police officer, like a standard beat cop in uniform, walks in, and he looks at each of you in turn. His eyes stay on Frederiki a little bit longer than everybody else,
Smells
and
heavily of gasoline.
he hands Kenji a file that says Slither Gang on it. Walks out without a word. But yeah, you have a file. If you open the file, you'll find that it basically just lays out some of what they've found about like the Slither Gang and kind of their hot spots and what they know about getting into the Snakebite Club, which is not much, but they on one page it just says really big across the page, just says hoodies.
Is there anything in the file about what type of person they might be recruiting for the gang? Dennis has an idea that maybe one or all of them can pose as recruits.
Yeah, it looks like they tend to go after young outcasts, not necessarily like a specific profile beyond that, but just kind of young loners, outcasts, people who seem like they don't have a solid group of friends or community around them.
Maybe like
we're
carrying
reading this.
around like groceries, wearing
Yeah,
seasonal clothes.
I was about to say, like, I think we read this and Ravage and I both just look at each other and then look at Frederiki.
Yeah, Fergie's just standing
Yeah.
there like picking at his teeth with his nails. It's like, oi, what?
You
Frederiki.
never
You
said
see,
to join the gang, Frederiki.
Hey, those the the slippery snakes or whatever.
Yeah, the Slither gang.
All right.
Just,
Yeah.
I don't know, be you.
Hell yeah.
all of
Also,
you having
See if they could
Okay.
would take us in too.
all of you being from or having spent a lot of time in Capital City, you know that kind of if you want to find a member of the Slither Gang, the fastest place to do so is going to be just going to a busy street corner.
Nice.
All right, boys, let's roll. And Dennis is gonna jingle the keys and lead them towards the garage.
Yeah, you guys get
Yeah.
You get into the garage and you see a row of all sorts of different cars that have all been impounded over the course of the years. Various degrees of dust have accumulated on some of them, but you see a bright yellow Ferrari sitting at the end of the impound lot.
Boys, it's our ride. And Dennis is gonna go up and use the keys on the Ferrari.
Keys work. You guys get in without a problem.
To the nearest street
Fergie
corner.
goes, shotgun.
And Dennis says, "Wait," and then he's going to reach into his jacket pocket and take out an 8-track, slam it into the 8-track player, and then we're gonna get some real good 80s rock. What do y'all want to listen to?
What would Frederick's mom listen to?
I mean, it's an 8-track, so it's whatever's on that.
Because that's whatever Frederick wants to listen to.
All right, it's Motley Crue.
All right, hell yeah. Makes sense. It tracks.
You also tell me about how you drive this thing. I want to hear about the way that Dennis Ravage is behind the wheel of a car.
He doesn't even look backwards. He just pops the clutch, puts it into reverse. He spins out. Nobody's strapped in, and he executes a perfect pull out. And then from vroom, he'll
let's real quick. Let's find out how perfect that pullout is with the drive check.
No, it's so perfect.
This is gonna be a DC 5.
Really? I'm rolling with the 4 here.
I know, but you described it as perfect, so the DC's got to be.
All right, Johnny, it's a 3. I'm gonna use both. Can I use both my tokens?
You should use one.
Just use one because you're gonna blow up, and then you're gonna get to roll a D6.
Oh. Okay. Then I'm using 1.
You blow up.
And I got a 5.
Nice. All right. So yeah, you do this perfect pull out, and yeah, what's that? So tell me about how you drive. You peel out, or what do you do?
So I imagine that Kenji and Frederiki are a little shook as they don't have their seatbelts on. And now Dennis is going to say, "Seatbelts on." And before they can put their seatbelts on, he's then going to peel out.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, give me
Thanks,
another,
Mom.
give me another drive check. This is not going to have a DC. This is just going to tell me how fast and safely you guys make it to
5.
Nice. All right, you guys make it with only one close call. Pedestrian stepped out into the street as you guys were making your way to the street corner, but you
Dennis is
narrowly
going to honk at
avoided.
them.
Yep. And Frederiki's mom jumps out of the way just in time. And
Out the window. Yikes, Mom.
you guys make it to a street corner that you know is frequented by the Slither Gang, and you see a group of 3 guys in hoodies looking around, being shady. What are they doing? Who knows? Slither Gang stuff.
Dennis is going to pull the car around so that Frederiki's window comes right up to the edge of the street corner. And then he's going to look at Frederiki and be like, "Do you think?"
He's going to look out and go, "Oi."
Yeah?
Hey, come here.
One of them kind of looks at the other two and then steps like tentatively closer.
I I'm here to inquire about the He looks back at Dennis. The Slither people.
Make a
The Slither gang.
make a hot check. This is gonna be a DC 6 hot check.
Okay. Can I spend turbo tokens after I roll? Is that when I spend them?
That's how you spend your turbo tokens.
Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. Cock die. 4. It landed on my phone, but I'm counting it.
Okay.
So
So you blow up and you roll a d6.
this is hot. Okay, rolling a d6.
Yeah.
And I got a 5.
Nice.
Is it worth? No, I'm gonna save the turbo token.
Okay.
I was like, should I just spend a turbo token and just keep going? Nah, that's fine. That's fine.
I mean, you could.
Fuck it,
It's a
I'm
one
doing
shot.
it.
Go big or go
I'm
home, right?
spending a turbo token. I'm spending a turbo token.
As
So I'm
as you
rolling a
do this,
D8.
Dennis looks at you and realizes that you're kind of attractive.
Yeah, and I think the series of me rolling this dice is just Fredericky alternating eyebrows to the guy after he asked him this question. To try
Dennis
to make
makes
it
a
look
mental
more-
note. That's a move that he's going to put into his bag.
7. Oh. This is crazy.
Do you have another turbo token?
I don't. I do not.
I'll spend
Okay.
2.
You
of mine
have
on
3.
I have 3. I'll spend 2 on you.
All right, you blow up again.
Why
So
not?
I'm rolling a D10.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. So you get
And
uh
my assistance was being Slither gang.
you get a 20 on a DC 6 hot check.
Awesome.
And so the guy kind of like leans in and he seems less awkward now, a little more conspiratorial. Yeah, we're Slither people. Gang.
Yeah.
Slither gang.
Yeah, that's what I said.
What do you need? You want snake venom?
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
lean over to Frederick and be like, "Tell him we want a party," and slip him the snake venom.
I want a party. If you're up for it. And he's gonna hold up some of the snake venom.
So you don't. So you have some. So you just want to use what you have with us?
We want to sell it for them.
Or we want more. Either one.
We want
We
more
want-
to sell for them.
We want sort of make a mutually beneficial partnership or be friends at least.
Be friends at least. Come on. Let's
Also,
be friends.
Justin, since I succeeded on the hot check, I'll give you a turbo token since you spent
Okay.
one on me.
All right. Okay.
Okay. One more hot check. This one
Okay.
is going to be a DC 8.
Okay. It's a D10 now.
Yeah, you can do
It's a
this.
D10 now.
That's why I spent it on you because I figured we could roll a few hot checks.
Would you consider? Nope, never mind. I'm not gonna. It's not even worth it. It's never worth it. 9.
Nice.
Yeah, 9.
Should I?
No. Save
No,
them.
I'm
Save
gonna
them.
save it. I'm gonna save it.
So you want to sell snake venom for us? Is that-
He's gonna look back at Dennis and Kenji. Yeah.
He looks back at the guys he's with. I mean, you would need to talk to our boss.
Hell yeah.
Okay. He points down the street. There's a pizza shop down there. Go in the front. Tell them that you want 2 pepperoni slices and a conversation with Copperhead.
2 pepperoni slices, conversation, pepperhead. Copperhead. Sounds good. All right.
Yeah, make sure you say Copperhead, not Pepperhead. He will not be happy if you call him Pepperhead.
Sorry,
It's one of his things.
Yeah, no, it's PTSD from the Great War. All right, you have a good one. He's just gonna caress his wrist a little bit, and then roll the window up. And it's the 80s, so he has to like crank it. And since I succeeded on the second hot check, I'll give Dennis a turbo token this time.
Nice.
Wait,
Okay.
I have a question.
You
Every
guys
time you
just-
succeed
yeah.
on a check, you get to gift a token?
Oh,
He does.
Frederici does because he has the inspiring.
Oh,
ability.
that's right.
Yeah, you
All right.
forgot. All of this is supposed to be inspiring to us.
This is. You said cleric as your archetype. I did not picture this.
Yeah. Are you guys not inspired by how much you have
No,
to
I
help
am.
this guy?
Are you
No.
not?
No, Dennis is looking at Frederici in a new light. Dennis thought that hotness was his thing, but he's reconsidering.
All right. Yeah.
There's
So you
many
guys
ways to be hot.
make it to the pizza shop. You walk in. There's a guy standing behind the counter. Big guy, balding, belly sticking out halfway. His shirt's kind of like hiked up, so you just see hairy belly at the bottom of his shirt. There's doesn't seem like really any. Like, this place is very clearly a front. There's barely any pizza under the warmers on the counter. But how can I help you?
We'd all like 2 slices of pepperoni and a conversation with Copperhead.
He looks you up and down.
Dennis will lean in and start doing the eyebrow thing.
Make a hot check. It's a DC 5. Or no, it's only a DC 3.
That's a 4.
Nice.
Oh.
Is that a blow up for you?
It is. And then I'll roll again.
Yep.
That's another 4.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. The guy he looks you all up and down, but then he sees what Dennis is doing with his eyebrows, and he kind of is taken aback for a second. He's back there. Think he's gonna be happy to talk to you guys.
And the pepperoni slices.
I was
Yeah,
able to
I mean,
actually get those pepperoni slices.
It's usually just code, but he reaches down, he picks up a pepperoni slice. You watch as a cockroach scampers off of it, and he puts it on a plate, and then puts another one on the plate and hands it over the counter.
Frederick is going to whisper to Kenji and Dennis, I already think I have food poisoning from the milk, so I'm going to sit this one out. It's all right. I'm just going to eat it.
What are you talking about? And Kenji will take a bite.
Cool.
We're all we're just putting foreign substances in our body.
Yeah, I mean, you're fine.
Dennis will take
It's fine. I'm not gonna make you roll
Dennis
for
will
that
take the slice too. He'll also take some red pepper flakes.
Nice.
one. All right.
It's
Not bad
go to the
pizza.
room.
So you guys make your way to the back?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right, you walk in the back, and it is like you stepped into a completely different building. There was like dim blue lights, and like there's like ambiance in this place, and it's like there's a bunch of guys sitting on couches and at tables, smoking cigars, eating food that this pizza shop definitely didn't make, or at least you don't think came from in here. And they're having conversation and play. Some of them are playing cards with each other. Some of them are just talking. But as you walk in, everybody stops what they're doing and just looks over at you, and you see a guy in the back who he's got like a suit with like the top 2 buttons undone, so you can see a little bit of like chest hair and a few like gold chains, and he's got rings on almost all of his fingers and gold bracelets and a really nice watch, and he raises his hand and just like with 2 fingers kind of beckons the 3 of you to him.
It looks interesting.
Let's go over.
As you make your way over, everybody's heads are just following you. Nobody's returned to what they're doing. I heard you guys want to talk to me. You asked for a conversation with Copperhead?
Yeah. We spoke to some of your friends on a nearby street corner, and we just think that we could have a mutually beneficial I guess you could say relationship going.
Yeah? What kind of mutually beneficial relationship did you have in mind?
Show him the stuff, Dennis.
Dennis will reach into his pocket and pull out the snake venom and say, we have a system, a distribution system, and access to the police lockup. So any snake venom that goes in there, we have a way to make it disappear and get back to where it can be put to use.
Make a hot check. This one's the DC is going to be a 12.
All right, so I've got something called Smokin'. Lower the DC of a hot check by 3 when making a first impression.
Okay. So the DC becomes 9.
I'm still rolling a 6.
6. Okay, let me
I'm rolling a D6.
You're rolling a
got
D6.
it.
Okay.
I got a 3.
Okay. I'm going to roll a wits check against your hot check here. Okay, he rolled really well. See, here's the thing. We already have plenty of snake venom. And he kind of punches the top of the bench next to him, and the back of the bench slides down, and you see just rows and rows of snake venom in like a cooler in this bench. And he lifts it back up. The other thing, the real problem I have with what you said is that the only people who have that kind of access to evidence lockup are cops. And you hear chairs like screech as the guys behind you all stand up. So I think there's only one solution here. And it is you all leaving. So what do you say? How about you let my associates do what they have to do without putting up too much of a fight, and maybe your families will be able to have open casket funerals.
I just have one question before we leave.
What is it? How may I assist you today, officer?
Did you kill my brother?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't even know who you are.
I don't recall either. And I'll pull out the sawed-off shotgun and shoot him.
Amazing. Give me a weapons check. This is gonna be actually let me do this. It's a DC 3. It's gonna be easy.
It's just gonna kill
That's a
him.
4. That's a 4.
Nice. And you blow up, right?
So blow up. That is a 2. So 6.
2. Okay. All right. He's gonna do a tough check. Okay. So the gun goes off, point blank range. Somehow, it injured him. He's not injured, but somehow he is still upright, and his head is still intact for the most part, at least. Doesn't seem like maybe that shot did as much as you were expecting it to. But he wipes some of the blood off of his face. Boys have spirit. I like that. Unfortunately, you still have to die. And the guys all rush in at you. And so each of you is going to be taking on 3 different snakes, Slither Gang members. All right. Let me get stuff so I can record my side of things.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's start with Kenji, because you kind of kicked things off here. So you've got your two guys. So one of them comes at you, and he's got a machete in his hand, and he comes at you swinging the machete. Just there's no skill, no elegance to the move. He's just swinging at you. So I want you to make a tough check. The DC for this is going to be 5.
Okay. That is a 3. I will spend a turbo token to turn that to a 4.
Cool.
And I rolled a 6. So I will roll a d8.
Hell yeah.
That is a 3.
Is that a double blow up?
That's a double blow.
Double blow.
That's a double blow. So the total is 13.
Okay. Awesome. And then the other guy is going to come at you, and he's just got fists. He's got nothing in his hands. And that is going to be a DC 7 tough check.
Okay. That's an 8.
Amazing.
So I will roll a 10. That's a 7. So
Cool.
15.
Yeah. So show me how, like, or tell me how does Kenji kind of like deflect these, and what do you do in response?
Hell yeah. So he actually fires the shotgun down at one of the tables. So like in a very like I've been picturing like Edgar Wright style cinema for the action this entire time, because I feel like it's always where my head goes at like action scenes. He
That's
like
how I
fires it
picture it
down
too.
and it spins up and he kicks the table into the guy running at him with the machete. And then the guy with the fists, he just blocks it with his fist, which has the brass knuckles on it, and the other hand, his hands just crumple.
Okay. Well, I want you to make a DC 7 brawl check for that.
Okay.
And a DC 6 weapons check for the other guy.
That is a 2 for the brawl, so that is
Okay.
a fail. I will take 2 turbo tokens for that. And then you said a weapons check?
Yes.
That is a 3. What was the DC of the weapons check?
6.
I will spend my 3 turbo tokens to turn that into a 6.
Okay. Cool.
And roll a d8 for weapons. Is 4, so 10 total.
10 total. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, I mean, you deflect everything, and you are fighting with these guys. You haven't necessarily inflicted any major injury on either of them yet, but they are going to be a little bit more wary coming at you in the future. Dennis, you find that there's a guy coming at you with a baseball bat, and another guy he's a big burly dude who picks up his chair, just smashes it on the ground, and the rest of the chair breaks away, and he's just coming at you with a chair leg now. They both come at you for these are both going to be tough checks for you. DC for the first one is 8. The DC for the second is also 8.
I don't think this is going to work. I can't roll higher than a 4.
You could blow up and get up there.
I could, but I'm not going to. Oh no, it's a 3, and then I'll spend my token to blow up.
Nice.
So 4 plus 4.
Amazing. So
Right.
you meet the DC.
Okay.
And then for the second guy,
Okay. That's a 1.
a 1. Okay, so you are going to deflect the baseball bat, and it's like your leather jacket like absorbs a lot of the blow. But then the guy comes at you with the chair leg, and he hits you as you're in the process of defending yourself from the bat. And so he kind of takes you a little bit off guard, and you end up getting a superficial wound. Okay. And then Danny, 2 more guys are coming at you. It appears that they have all silently agreed that the smallest guys are coming for you. And so one of them appears to maybe be a 12-year-old kid, but he's got a knife. And the other one is about the same height as the apparently 12-year-old, but looks like he's middle-aged. He's balding. He's missing a couple of teeth, and he's got brass knuckles on each fist. And they both come at you. The 12-year-old is going to be a DC 8 tough check for you, and the middle-aged guy is going to be a DC 10.
Both tough checks?
Yep, both tough checks.
Okay. So first I'll do for the 12-year-old. Rolling a d6. I got a 2.
Okay.
Should I just roll for the middle-aged guy?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna d6 once again. Got a 6.
Nice.
Nice.
So let's do this. Hot. Got another 6 on the d8.
Cool. All right. So you passed the DC there. So you are okay. So now we're going to circle back to Justin. So they just came at you. Now, what are you going to do in response? Actually, no. I didn't give it Sam. I gave you a chance to respond to your guys already, but I didn't give Sam and Danny. So Sam, how do you respond to the guys who attacked you?
So baseball bat hit me. So I'm going to turn around, and I still have the red pepper flakes in one hand, and he's close enough now. So I'm going to take the red pepper flakes and fling them in his eyes and say, hell just got a whole lot hotter.
Nice. give me
yeah.
give me a brawl check for that. And all these brawl and tough checks are opposed with like the opposite. So if I don't give you a DC, it's because I haven't rolled for them yet.
Okay. I got a 3, but I'm going to use my token to blow up.
Nice.
So plus another 3, that brings me to a 7 total.
Cool. So he fails his tough check.
Oh, and I'm so sorry. I succeeded on the other tough check, so I'll give a turbo token to Justin.
Okay, cool. All right, and what do you do for the second guy?
After that, I'm going to spin around and take out my bullwhip and whip him around the ankles and yank so that
Nice.
he ends up on his rear end.
All right, we'll call that a weapons check.
Makes sense.
That's a 1.
A 1. Okay, and he rolled a 10 on his tough check. So he's
no.
like firmly planted. He's just not going anywhere, but nothing negative happens to you. All right, Danny, what do you do to this kid and this middle-aged man?
All right. So in response to the kid stabbing him, Frederick is gonna go, "Yikes, mom! Raised one hell of a kid," and he's just gonna. So you know how in movies, you shoot some things that realistically should not blow up, but sometimes they catch flame and blow up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's just gonna take off his backpack and chuck it at the kid and the guy, and pull out his AK-47 from God knows where. I guess he had it this entire time because I got an AK-47 from the armory, and just start shooting at the backpack.
Amazing. All right, make a weapons check.
All right.
I will have you I'll have you make 2 weapons checks just to see how this affects, even though it's technically the same explosion, how it affects each of them.
All right, hell yeah. So 4 for weapons.
Is that a blow up for you, or
I haven't rolled weapons yet,
okay? So that's a blow up.
so that should be a blow up. Yeah. So we're gonna roll this d6. I got a 4 on a d6.
Cool. So that's 8 total. So both of them end up being pretty injured. The kid does not get back up. He only had a D4 for tough, and he rolled a 1.
Johnny, you throw a kid at me, man.
And you threw a bomb at a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Frederick, he
before
just thinks to himself, "Yikes, mom."
before we circle back around and they start attacking again, I'll give you guys an opportunity to make any sort of a plea to stop the fighting or anything like that if you want to.
Can we get a layout of what the room is? So we entered in through the front. Is there like a back door? Is there like vending machines, a chandelier, a bathroom?
There is a bar. There's what might be a bathroom. So like you walked in through the front. To your left when you're walking in, there's a bar. There's a back wall with no clear doors on it. With some like bench seating, like a corner booth, and Copperhead sitting in the corner booth, kind of like directly across from the door. And then along, like there's tables throughout the room. Along the front wall, there's some more booths and tables, and then there's a door to the kitchen. And you see there's one guy who's not engaged with any of you posted up in front of the door to the kitchen. Another guy similarly disengaged posted up at the door back out to the front. But then everyone else in the room except for Copperhead, who's still sitting in his seat, is engaged in melee with you guys.
Do we want to reposition ourselves, or do we want to keep fighting, or do we want to have dialogue?
Yeah. Sorry, it sounded like we can only have dialogue. Are we able to reposition?
I mean, like, if you can make a check, you can try to reposition.
Okay. I just wasn't sure about how I wasn't sure how the rules worked. Like, am I able to somersault over one of these guys? I'd like to get near the cooler.
Yeah, give me a stunts check. The DC is going to be 10.
That's a 1.
So you do not succeed.
That's fair.
Yeah, anybody else want to do anything else or cycle back into combat?
I think Dennis wants to see if he can get to the bar and get his hands on a bottle of liquor.
Okay. Because you are engaged with melee, this is going to be a stunts check as well. I'll give you the DC. It's going to be...
I just want to slither away.
Yeah, it's going to be a DC 8 stunts check.
I got a 1 also.
All right. Yeah, so you guys find that you try to make these moves and these guys are just like on you. They're not letting you pass. And so cycling back to Justin, Kenji, you are engaged. You're still engaged with these two guys. And I can't remember. One of them had a machete, right? I can't remember what I said the other one's weapon was.
It was like flailing it wildly.
Machete and just unarmed attacks.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so the machete guy, I mean, they both come at you. It's gonna be 2 tough checks. I'll just give you the DCs for both of them. It's an 8 for one, the machete guy, and a 1 for the other.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. The machete is a 1.
Okay.
And then a 2 for the other guy.
Okay, so you're fine. That guy whiffs. What happens is he ends up like punching air as you recoil from the machete making contact. So you actually are going to take a superficial wound from the machete.
That's fair.
So tell me what that looks like and then how you respond.
I think it sinks into his left shoulder and he'll spin the shotgun up because I would imagine this person's much closer to him now. He'll just spin the shotgun right up under his chin and fire.
Cool. Give me a weapons check for that.
That's a 7.
He's dead.
Okay. I'll save my turbo token then. Oh, I failed. So I get 2 turbo tokens.
Oh, nice. And then what do you do to the other guy?
I think as head explodes, I'll just spin around and like roundhouse kick him.
Cool. Yeah, give me a brawl check for him.
That is a 3. I will now spend a turbo token to make that a 4 and blow up.
Okay, great.
And that is a 1.
A 1. Okay, so
five,
he
5.
5 total.
Yep.
Okay, so he is still conscious, but he is like holding his jaw in obvious pain. All right, Sam, the guys that you're engaged with, chair guy and bat guy, they swing at you again. They start trying to just kind of like they're trying to beat you down. They're just coming in high and trying to beat you down. So chair guy is going to be a DC 3 tough check for you, and bat guy is going to be a DC 5.
All right, I rolled for chair guy first. I got a 5,
Great.
and then I got a 6.
Great. All right, so you pass both of those DCs. And so how do you respond? What do you do in response to them?
I think that as they come in to try to beat Dennis down, he's going to curl up into a ball and then roll out of the action. And he's going to see if he can get closer to the bar and or whatever direction. And he's going to pop up and he's going to say, look at them very earnestly. And so he's, wait, stop. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Here, take my money. And he's going to reach into his pocket where his pistol is, and he's going to shoot them both through his jacket.
Okay. Yeah, make a weapons check. Or 2 weapons checks.
It's a 3, and I'm going to spend a token to blow that up.
Okay.
Nice.
Plus 4 is a 7,
Okay. That guy
And then-
is dead.
and then another one. A 5.
5. Let me re-roll his tough check because I don't remember what it was. Chair guy is dead.
You want me to
Oh.
spend a token to blow that up? Are you rolling a d6 with that?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Yeah, I'll spend a token. I guess I only need to spend 1.
And we'll add another 1 to that.
Amazing. All right. Chair guy is slightly more dead than he was a moment ago. All right. Danny.
Oh, did
All
I
right.
get both of them or just one of them?
Sorry?
I wanted to shoot both of them, but
Yeah, you did.
okay, all right.
Nice.
All right. You have dispatched the child, and there's still a middle-aged man.
Come on, man.
I'm
just
not the
gonna
one who chose to blow up a child.
Hey, man. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I can't believe you, Danny. That's
Okay.
jeez, man.
All right, I'm going to try to riddle
Actually,
the middle
Danny, I'm
man with
surprised you
bullets.
didn't do it sooner.
I'm going to try to riddle the middle-aged man with bullets.
Amazing. All right, give me a brawl check. Or no, weapons check, not brawl. I'm sorry. Against
6.
Tough.
Them going insane, boys.
It was a 6?
Yes.
But that's a blow up, right?
Yep, it's a blow up.
Good, because you didn't meet the DC, so
Oh, awesome. 5. So
Cool.
11 total.
all right, you do in fact riddle him with bullets. And he
And I'll give Dennis a turbo token.
Great. All right. As Dennis kind of collects himself from killing those 2 guys, and Fredericky is standing in front of some hamburger helper. Kenji, you still have the guy, the brawler, the guy who didn't ever have any weapons to deal with. He comes in and he makes one more desperate haymaker, trying to make contact with your head. And so he's going to roll a brawl check, and your DC is 2.
Tough, yes.
Yeah.
That's a 3, which is
Wow.
better than 2.
Yeah. Give me so how do you respond to him?
Yeah, I think now he's closer. I'll like bring my hands around his head and slam him into my knee.
Awesome. Yeah, give me a brawl check.
It's a fucking 1. Jesus Christ.
No.
Do you have tokens that you can?
Not enough to get it up to a 6.
You don't need to get it up to a 6.
What do I need to get it up to?
He only got a 3. So if you meet the 3,
I will spend two tokens and bring it up to a 3.
okay. Yeah, so he goes unconscious, and Copperhead is sitting in the corner and just
Can I spin around and yank the machete out of my shoulder and throw it at Copperhead?
you can. Let me still give this flavor
Yeah.
as you beat down the last guy. Copperhead just starts a slow clap, and then you grab the machete and whip it at him.
Yeah. Fuck,
That's
so
an 8.
fast.
That's an 8 weapons.
Whew. Is it a blow up?
That is a blow up.
All right, I will let you know. Copperhead is quite a bit tougher than these other guys. So
That's
his
fine.
DC, his tough is going to be.
And that's a 6 on the D10. So a 14.
All right, he got a 17 for his tough check.
Okay.
So the machete goes whipping at Copperhead, and he just kind of claps his hands together and catches it right before it reaches him. And I think he kind of, as he catches it, he just wraps his fingers around the blade end of the machete and whips it in like a weird way that defies the laws of physics toward Fredericky. And that is going to be for him a 9 weapons check. So you need to beat that for a tough check, Fredericky.
Tough. Okay. This here to meet 9.
Yep.
All right. I am rolling a d10. That's a 1.
All right. So it hits you, and you are now at severe for harm.
Severe injury.
Severe
harm.
injury. Yep. So at
Okay.
severe, you now must spend double the amount of turbo tokens
Just in general, right?
in general. Yeah.
Okay.
And so he stands up and he takes off his blazer, and then he starts unbuttoning his shirt. And as he starts removing his shirt, you guys see that he is absolutely shredded. Like,
Yikes,
this guy-
Mom.
picture Jean-Claude Van Damme at like the height of his career.
God.
And he
Dennis sees his rippling muscles and says, "Hell just got a whole lot hotter."
he gets up and he steps down, like his corner booth is kind of on like a little bit of a raised platform, and he steps down, and now you guys can see that Copperhead is probably 6 inches shorter than any of you, or the shortest of you, whoever that is, doesn't really matter. But Copperhead's a pretty short guy, but that doesn't stop him from being incredibly intimidating. So which one of you am I going to take out first? And he
Like
pops
as a date.
however you need it to mean. And he
Well.
pulls out of his back pocket, pulls out a little vial of snake venom and pops it off and throws it back.
He took the shit. He just took
Dennis
it
sees
easy
him
enough.
do that. He's gonna do the same thing. He's like, "You like to party? I like to party too."
All right. I want you to make a tough check. DC is going to be 3.
Nice.
4.
4. Awesome. You feel the snake venom is like it real, like more than anything you've ever felt in your life, more than the worst whiskey, the worst moonshine. It burns as it goes down your throat, and you still feel it like burning in your stomach, but then it sort of spreads through your body and it becomes a comfortable heat, and you feel a sense of power that wasn't there before. Any combat checks that you have, you are now starting from a D10.
And as this burning heat takes over Dennis, he's going to look back at Copperhead and say, "I just said, hell just got a whole lot hotter. And he's going to beat his chest and rip off his shirt.
And Copperhead, he pulls out, reaches behind him and pulls out, I don't remember the actual term for them, but like those knives that are like curved with the blade on the inside of the curve, you know what I'm talking about? So it looks like, you know, he holds them in the right position. It looks like two snake fangs. And he pulls them out and he just comes at you, Dennis, like blinding speed, moving faster than you would have expected. Starts
Karambits.
slashing for your torso. Karambits, thank you.
Yeah, that's what Balrog has.
And as he crosses the room, Dennis is going to take his bullwhip from his hip and just whip his arm out in a straight motion, like a snake's tongue. And he's hoping to basically make contact with Copperhead before he crosses the distance.
Nice. Okay, so to do that, we're gonna do it's gonna be a weapons check versus his stunts.
So is that combat?
Yes.
All right, so I'm at a D10 then.
Yep. And he
5.
only got a 3 on his stunts. 5? Cool. So you so let me roll a tough check for him now.
And I think what I'm going for is I want to basically hit him right in the face with the end of the whip as it cracks.
Nice. You do it. And so he is not like injured or anything like that. It didn't hurt him, but it stunned him for a second. It gives all three of you time to position yourselves however you need to try and take him down. And then you're each going to get a shot at him before he gets a shot at any of you now.
And after Dennis does that move, he's going to whip himself up onto the bar and grab a bottle of liquor with his free hand.
Cool. Give me a stunts check. It's just gonna be
Is this also
DC 5.
combat or is
Stunts wouldn't be, no.
okay. That's a 1.
A 1? Okay. Yeah, so you don't quite make it up there. You like try to like do this cool move and get up on the bar, and it's slicker than you thought it was gonna be.
They don't have a good bar back here. Wipe your areas down, people.
Wipe your stations, please.
Kenji, Fredericky, what are you guys doing?
You've got time to clean. You've got to lean. You've got time to clean.
I was gonna say, what's like on the ceiling here? Is it like, are there like disco balls? Is there like lighting being held up via like scaffolding or something? Like,
It's
how's
just
that
old.
situation?
It's old, probably like 1920s era, like molded tin ceiling.
It's just there are things I can like shoot down from the ceiling.
No, it's just like a 1920s era molded tin ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah, but is there something you could shoot down from the ceiling?
Like chandeliers or sconces or
No, it's
anvils?
just like a
Are there like anvils?
1920s molded tin ceiling.
Oh, 1920s. I was in the 1930s.
Yeah.
Molded.
I'm just gonna shoot at Pepperhead.
Okay.
And Frederick, he says that he goes,
Yeah, call him.
he goes, eat shit, Pepperhead, and he starts shooting at him.
Ooh, first make a hot check
Hell yeah!
against his
My
wits.
My hot's at a D10.
It's a 18 DC.
Okay. All right. Would you say that this is me defending my friends?
Yeah.
So it's lowered by 3 then.
Nice. Okay, so it's a 15. And if you
Okay.
beat the DC, I'm going to drop the dice that he's rolling down 1.
Okay. Hell yeah. Let's see here. I got a 9 on my D10.
Do you have turbo tokens?
I don't have any turbo tokens.
No,
Okay.
you'd have to
It's a
do double
15?
anyways.
I will spend my 2.
So
Wait, but do we have to double for him since he's severe? Or
yeah,
is it
so
just-
players
Oh,
have
if
to
you
double
double
for
tokens that
injuries,
I
so it'll be
spend.
4.
Oh. I don't have 4.
Oh, I thought it's only tokens that I spend.
No, it doesn't say that. So it's at severe injury, players must spend double the amount of turbo
players.
tokens.
Oh, that's insane.
Oh, that's great.
I've got I've got 3 tokens. So
we
Justin,
could
do
each
you want to
spend
do 2 and I can do 2?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, hell yeah. So
So
that
you hit a
moves up to
10, you blow up to
D12.
12. Yep.
Okay, and roll D12. Come on. I just got a fucking 12.
Nice.
Amazing.
Nice.
All right.
Double blow.
So you
Double
just
blow.
What does that
blow,
go up
and now
to?
it goes up to 20.
Okay.
So roll that 20. See what it is.
20.
14.
Okay.
Amazing. Okay,
Insane.
so-
I would
what
have
is
never
the stat?
expected Fredericky's hot to get to 20 first.
Oh, this is hot.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dennis is definitely noticing you, Frederici. A whole new light.
The
Yeah.
eyebrows are at work.
Dennis
So-
is questioning, and he's liking it.
You call it Copperhead, Pepperhead, and he like twitches a little bit and closes his eyes and like cracks his neck and just don't call me that. Don't call me that. But now he's mad and distracted. And for the rest of this combat, unless he blows up, I'm gonna be rolling a D12 instead of a D20 for his rolls.
Jesus
nice,
Christ.
nice.
Everyone a 20?
And I'll give Kenji a turbo token since that was a success.
Cool. All right. What do you do, Kenji?
I think I'm just going to try and Superman punch him. But I want to Superman punch him. And if it works, I'd love for him to, like, it's with the shotgun hand. And so he'll punch, and then if he moves back far enough, spin the shotgun up and shoot him.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Like a quick, like, hits him, moves back, and then.
Yeah, I will say then you can hit him. We'll roll his tough to find out what your DC is for a brawl. You have to beat his tough by 5 or more in order to add the weapons on top of that.
Okay, that's fine. Johnny, it's a one shot. Just do me a solid. Is his wits good?
He had 20s across the board.
He is rolling a 20 for everything.
Yeah. So now he's
Okay.
rolling a 12 for everything because of what Danny did.
Okay, so my martial arts ability
Yeah.
does not matter at all.
Well, it's only a
Oh,
DC
Lord.
3. He only got a 3 on his tough
Okay.
check.
All right,
So-
so here's my brawl.
nice.
That's a 2. So I'll spend a turbo token and make that a 3.
Okay, great. So you meet it and you hit him. And you know what? Because of time, I'm going to pretend like that hit did more damage than it actually did.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
So he's injured.
love it.
He's looking tough.
Yay!
Circles back to Dennis.
So
Finish him.
Dennis,
Well, actually, first, he's going to continue what he started trying to do. And he's going to, with one of his karambits, he's going to try and slice your torso, Dennis.
I want to not have that happen.
So
Okay,
just
let's
roll
just-
it tough.
Let's move on then.
And he did blow up on that
And-
one. So
I thought it worked for Justin.
the DC is 22.
That's great. I'm gonna roll my 6-sided dice. I got a 2.
Okay. You take, I think you were already at superficial injury. So
Yeah.
you're now at severe.
I think we're gonna die.
So we're doubling your
Nah,
turbo tokens as well. The number that you need to do anything is doubled. As he slices across your chest and just a gash opens up on your left pec.
Frederick goes, Dennis Ravage now.
And he, Dennis, as hopped up as he is, smirks at Copperhead and says, "I didn't feel a thing."
Wait a second. Re-roll that your because you should have been rolling a D10 for that
Oh,
because
that's
of
right.
the snake venom.
Because of drugs,
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids,
or
Unless
Or-
it's cigarette.
or you'll get exploded. by
or
Frederick.
do them in fiction. I got a 9.
A 9.
Oh,
So
and then ooh, let me spend my. Can I spend my turbo token
Mhm.
to blow up?
yeah, and roll back that injury because this happened
Yeah.
before the injury.
9 plus where's my 12? 11. Oh, and I'm gonna spend my last turbo token to blow that one up.
Nice.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Hell yeah. So that's
Plus
at 20
12.
now, huh?
Awesome. So you beat his attack then. So yeah, like the knife makes contact with your pec and you just feel your own body kind of involuntarily tense and your pec like pushes the knife away almost on its own.
Snake scales.
Gross.
So now it's your turn. You get to do what you want to do.
I'm gonna reach behind the bar, grab that bottle of liquor which I've been chasing after. I'm gonna smash it on his head.
All right.
And what I want to do is I want to take my Zippo lighter and drop it into the pool of liquor.
Okay. Give me a DC 7 brawl check first.
Is this also combat?
Yes.
So
Yeah, brawl,
This
tough,
would-
and weapons. And other ones might be combat in specific situations, but brawl, tough, and weapons are always going to be.
So would this be my D20 or my D10?
You
'Cause
did you blew up to D20 on your tough.
on my tough. Okay.
So this is a D10.
Okay. Ten.
Amazing. All right, blow up. Go to D12.
9.
Amazing. Okay.
19.
So yeah, give me an additional stunts check.
My stunts is still at my D4.
Yeah, and this is going to be a DC of 6.
That's a 2.
2. Okay. So you hit him in the head. He does get injured from the bottle making contact with his head. But the lighter just doesn't seem to be making the alcohol catch. Maybe it's evaporating too quickly or something like that. But
I don't know. Point of contention. This is an 80s movie. Like, isn't it a steadfast rule?
when the dice speak, we listen.
We listen and we don't judge.
Oh, I'm judging.
We listen
All right,
and we
Fredericky.
judge. All
You
right.
see Copperhead is looking rough.
He's gonna say goodbye to your pepper balls, pepperhead. And he's gonna start shooting at him, aiming right between his legs.
Okay.
I don't get this character.
All right. It's a DC 9 weapons check.
All right. Let's do a thing. Got a 1.
Okay. Yeah, you start firing, and because you're aiming between his legs, that's exactly where you hit. Between his legs. You miss
Man,
him entirely, and you just shoot the floor directly behind and underneath him. Kenji,
I'd like to shoot his kneecap.
amazing. Do it. It's going to be a DC 4.
That's a
what a
10.
polite way to ask to shoot someone's kneecaps off.
Can I shoot your
Yeah.
kneecap, please? I
I'd
rolled a
like to
10.
shoot his
Is that a
kneecap.
blow up for you?
It is a blow up. That's an 11. Oh man, no one's got any turbo tokens though, right?
I have 1,
I've got
but I
1.
need to spend 2.
Didn't you?
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
you.
Yours.
Yeah.
I've got 1.
Can 2 people
you up.
spend separately? Is it just 2 in total?
Because you're severely injured.
I'm not. No,
So,
you're
you
not.
don't need to spend 2. You can still
Yeah.
spend 1.
I don't have
I-
any.
I got you.
Oh, but yeah,
But-
he would have to spend. Yeah. 2 would have to be spent for you. So yeah, 2 people could pool.
Okay, so 2
For you-
people
for
spend
you.
1. Okay.
Yeah. So are you guys spending a turbo token each to
Yeah.
blow him up?
Because I have loyal. It says your turbo tokens give friends a +1 at 1-to-1 rate. But since I'm at severe, would that not apply anymore, or is it just depend on Justin's injury level?
No, because you're at severe, it would still apply for you to
Okay.
spend the tokens on him.
wow.
Yeah. So yeah. So I'll spend 1 and Sam will spend 1.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So that's a D20. That's a 15. So 12,
yeah.
22 plus 15. 37.
Amazing. Okay. So you shoot him in the kneecap and he falls down. He's very clearly injured. He's bleeding out. He is now at the adrenalized level of injury. But he is still trying to come for you guys. It seems like the snake venom is kind of helping him fight through the pain. And so he's going to come for you, Kenji, because you're the one who just shot him.
That's fair.
And so he can't really move very well, but he's going to throw one of his karambits. And it's a 4. So you just have to beat a 4
Nice.
with your tough.
My tough is 7.
7, okay. He's going to spend turbo tokens. He's going to spend...
He has turbo tokens.
he gets 10 when he becomes adrenalized. So
Insane.
Yeah, that's fair.
So he's going to spend... What is it? 8 turbo tokens
To injure me.
to injure you? Yeah.
Jeez.
Cool. That's fine.
He's a madman.
But because I failed, I get 2 turbo tokens.
All right. Dennis, it's back to you.
I think at this point, Dennis is going to take out his pistol and level it at his head.
All right, it's a DC 10 weapons check.
And I'm also rolling a DC 10 because I'm on snake venom.
We're rolling a D10, DC 10.
Yeah, sorry. It's a 4.
Okay, so you fire in the it's like the what do they call it? A misfire. I don't know guns. A misfire. So like however that happens, I don't know. It doesn't work. He isn't shot. But Fredericky,
There's spoiled milk. Clotting my gun.
Just curdled milk in the barrel.
that was just mozzarella.
After like something straight out of the that beginning scene in Pulp Fiction, he looks at his gun like, what the, and looks at him, seeing that none of the bullets he shot made contact, and this time he's just gonna keep shooting, but just to start like making like as he's shooting like X patterns over his body to try to guarantee he hits him.
All right, it's a DC 5 weapons check.
Okay. I'm rolling a
No
D8
regard
weapons.
for your friends standing around.
I'm gonna fuck. I got an 8 on a D8.
Amazing.
I'm rolling a 10. Or
Way to
a
blow,
D10
Danny.
rather.
Way to blow.
I blow. My name's Fredericky Slickhands, and I blow. I got an 8 on the D10, so that is
16.
16 total.
So are you intending to incapacitate or kill?
I want to cut his face into. I want to cut his copperhead into 2 copperheads with
Amazing.
an AK-47.
And it is done. Pretty easy to rip a human body apart with an assault rifle. And so
Yeah, it's almost like those should be banned.
yeah,
You know?
This entire one shot is just a long form PSA.
Well, guys, Copperhead is dead. You look around the room and you notice that the other guys who were blocking the doors have run off, probably to tell their bosses what happened to Copperhead. And you did not make it into the Slither gang. You did not find any information out about King Cobra or the Rattler. But
we killed a lot
got
of people.
an underboss off the streets and several of his lackeys, including a 12-year-old boy.
Come on, man.
Solid, nice work in Capital
Awesome.
City.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
All that to say, Detective Slaughter will be incredibly pleased with the work you've done so far.
Yeah.
Well, I think so.
And I think Freddie Mercury will
And-
look at the time and say, "Yikes, mom!" and then run to his mom's house.
We can bring the snake venom in as evidence.
Yeah.
It's a lot of snake venom.
Yeah. Or
It-
you could keep
It's
it.
gone. Dennis
use
has
it.
taken it all.
He's taking it all.
Straight up addicted. All right, guys. Well, that is it. I mean, that's about our time, right?
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
go to sleep.
And
I hope
then
you
some,
guys
yeah.
had fun. I had a ton of fun.
Johnny, thanks so much. This was amazing.
Yeah, thank you
This
so
is a
much.
cool
Johnny.
system.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah.
Just the chain reaction mechanic of blowing up, really
Very
fun.
Very fun. All right. Well, thank you all. Next Friday,
Next Friday, I think we should be all good, barring any unforeseen circumstances.
Bring your
Are-
roses and your chocolate.
yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure because I know in the background we had talked about like, does this still work?
Yeah.
Stream on Valentine's Day, but I think it does for all of us.
Right?
Isn't that the truest act of love?
It
Is
is the truest
to
act of
bring
love.
entertainment to people
Yeah.
on the
Honestly,
internet.
Yeah.
Look,
Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend, guys. I'm so sorry. I know you expected me to be there, but
yeah, it's okay. We'll miss you. But listeners, you can be my Valentine.
Yeah.
So we will
Much
see
sooner
you-
than that, we have something very exciting coming up as well.
Yeah, I was going to mention Avatar
not
Legends because that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Next Friday is Avatar Legends, but this Sunday at 9:30 we will be kicking off our new High Fantasy Forged in the Dark campaign. We've already made characters which you can listen to now that came out earlier today. You can listen to us create characters and create sort of the setting in the world, and then the first episode will be this Sunday. So that's going to be a blast.
yeah.
And just like Kenji, I also have a concussion, and I should go to sleep.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to stay awake.
The doctor said I
it's a,
could go
it's a
to
myth.
sleep.
It's a myth.
The
It's
doctor
like
said,
only the most severe concussions you can't
yeah,
sleep.
Yeah,
I can go to sleep. All right. We will see you later. Bye. Thanks for
Later,
hanging out.
Cat-gators.
Never stop blowing up.
Bye.
Yikes, mom.
I don't recall.